Is it just me, or does it seem like people don't know how to act in public, man? Like, I go out and I see so many people not being polite, not being mindful. It seems like everyone has tunnel vision on what they want to do, and that's it. They're like, I got my eyes on the prize, I got my mission in mind, and that's all I'm worried about. Let's get straight off into this.
People just talk in theaters now. I've gone to movies recently where I'm like, I see phones on.
I'm sorry, but your money, but my money, okay, build your country.
Oh, wow. Okay. Love my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it.
I've come to an interesting observation recently, that nobody knows how to act in public anymore, and it shows. And no, I'm not talking...
Bro, I mainly think it's because of the parents, bro. People ain't teaching their kids nothing anymore, man. People are not teaching their kids anything these days. Like, kids have... I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed kids are not polite anymore. Kids used to be like, thank you. Yes, sir. No, sir. Kids are like, yeah. What's up? Yeah, what's good? What's happening? Like, kids are so disrespectful these days.
Let's talk about Levi Nichs. She's an LA influencer known for video tutorials on makeup and lifestyle vlogs. She recently got fired from her job as a Mac manager because of this post.
Love my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it.
Where she outlined her entire day of the cash register, opening it up, counting all the money of thousands of dollars worth, holding up in this briefcase, showing what the briefcase looks like, taking it to the certain part of the airport, when she does it with timestamps. Are you getting the gist? Anyone who is malicious could have...
Bro, you got to be dumber than a bag of dildos. Think you're not going to get in trouble for showing the cash register, bro. I worked at American Apparel. And they were like, yeah, you can't film at all in here. If we find out you're filming, you're fired. Like, you just can't. There's certain things you can't do. TikTok has made people lose their minds thinking they can just document everything. You're not a vlogger, dude. You work at Ulta. You work at Mac. You know what Mac stands for? Makeup ain't cheap.
Spaces.
Normalize shutting the fuck up at the movie theater. Because I just had to leave the movie theater early because the yapping, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. And unfortunately, this is not the first time I've had to leave a movie early because people kept on talking over the movie.
People just talk in theaters now. I've gone to movies recently where I'm like, I see phones on. When I was in New York, we went and saw The Lion King. People behind us were talking the whole fucking show in a normal voice. And I kept doing the look back. We'd look at each other and he would do the like, oh, that dude's getting pissed vibe and like do like a little nod. 5 minutes of quiet and then, yeah, well, the other thing that's happened, I'm like, you know we can hear you.
Let's do.
Shut the fuck
Thanks.
Okay, one thing that I do think we need to address as a society is the fact that there is an epidemic of fully grown adults who are playing shit from their phones at full volume in public. No,
this grinds my gears so hard. We'll go to Target, and it's always like a single mom with 3 kids or some dude who's like 18 or 22 just playing his phone at full volume, rapping, walking around. Like in Dallas, this was really bad. It's not so bad here in Abilene, but chat, have y'all ever seen that? Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever had somebody just walk by and it's almost like they have their own soundtrack, you know? like homeboy's got his own soundtrack. Look at him. He's winning at life. Playing a Skyrim soundtrack, Distant Horizons. By the way, if you haven't heard Distant Horizons by Jeremy Soule from the Skyrim soundtrack, it's absolutely immaculate.
phones. And this is insane sociopathic behavior.
Screaming during
that as a dog owner, people that don't leash their dogs, bro, you're a terrible human if you do that, bro. Terrible human.
Maybe reel it in, sister. Nobody is saying your dog isn't.
Oh my God, she's screaming so loud. The leash dogs though is like one for me that really bothers me, because I'll walk Loki around the neighborhood, but it's to the point now where so many people have their dogs out that's like look at this. This is crazy. These off leash dogs. Like, look at that.
A 9-year-old child suffered life-altering injuries in Toronto because an off-leash dog in a child's playground charged it, dragged them to the ground, and attacked. This dog was already known to authorities because it already had a dangerous dog designation and was required to be on a muzzle in public and not be off-leash. and they were required to see a trainer and provide evidence to animal services that they did. This culture of flexing about having one's dog off-leash has to change. I am particularly troubled by quote-unquote professional trainers that promise off-leash reliability so that people can take their dogs off-leash anywhere, like it's some sort of evidence of your amazing training skill and that you have an amazing dog.
People's dogs should be able to come to them on command regardless of whether you're in a leash or an off-leash area. And if you're in an on-leash area...
Yeah, but let's be really honest here. Most dogs can't do this. Loki, free. Sit. Shake. Good boy. Go to your place. Most dogs cannot do that. Let's be completely honest. You see how obedient he is? Because the main reason for this is because so many people use negative reinforcement when it comes to dogs. They beat their dogs, they hit their dogs, or they do like Hassan and they shock their dogs. Dogs get a lot more out of positive reinforcement. You know why he hustles so hard? Is because he knows this is around the corner. You know what I mean? He's a big bag. Big bag. He knows that this is around the corner. So he's like, if I keep acting good, I'm going to get a treat. I'm going to get some positive reinforcement. And he's such a good dog that he knows that if he does right, he will get rewarded. We don't, and it's whether it's pets or whether it's a treat, he always knows. And so a lot of people, though, don't even take the time to train their dogs, and they use negative reinforcement. They just beat their dogs, which is terrible.
The dog needs to be on fucking leash, period.
Leash your dogs, please.
Yeah, the fact that some people think they could not leash their dogs is crazy to me, because you always have to leash your dogs. Cass and I, even though Loki is an amazing dog, we still leash him. Now, we don't muzzle him because he's not going to bite anybody, but we leash him all the time. Like, we go out and walk, he's leashed. We go out to the park, he's leashed. We go out to a dog park, we'll even leash him. But honestly, here's my whole take on dog parks. In chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I think dog parks are terrible because you're around a bunch of other dogs that aren't trained, a bunch of other owners that don't care, and they're like, well, I'm just going to let my dog run around and do whatever they want. That's terrible. You need to watch those dogs. It's like if you were to go to a playtime or a playground with your kids. Are you not going to watch your kids? No, you're going to watch your kids. But the problem is, it's just like when I was younger and my grandpa always told me, it's not about your driving, it's about the people driving around you. Like, you got to worry about the other people on the road. It's just the same thing when you take your dog to a dog park. You got to worry about the other people there, not just your dog. Because Loki will be fine, but then you'll have some Great Dane that'll charge him. And what's he supposed to do? He's supposed to defend himself. He's not just going to sit there and just like, yeah, maul me, go ahead. I'd love to get mauled today. Yeah, just chew my arm off. Dogs don't do that. They defend themselves. But then, like Loki, he really just likes to be by himself. He's more of a loner. He likes humans a lot. He's not a huge fan of other dogs, so he just likes humans. Poster girl dress? I don't know if I've heard of this.
So I don't know if I'm just old, but I just looked up what poster girl outfit is, and those outfits, I thought they were used for like sexy time and for dancers.
I mean, seriously, when I looked this up, I honestly thought this was just for the bedroom, but no, people are actually going outside in public, walking, going to restaurants.
Yeah, dude, all these women are wearing this stuff out and about, bro. Look at the office siren. Look at all these different trends. Women wear shorts to a job interview, get sent home.
And then they decided to reschedule the interview with me for tomorrow. But before they rescheduled, the lady was like, would you like to come back? Like, go change and then come back? And I was like, no.
Well, here's the thing, honey. You're wearing a long sleeve shirt, but you're wearing shorts? Come on. Stupid. You should know better.
These are the shorts. Let me turn to the side, y'all. These are the shorts.
Like,
you gotta be as conservative as possible. You should wear pants. I would never show up to a job interview. Ever show up to a job interview in shorts. My money builds your country. Entitled tourist insults staff after refusing to remove shoes in Thailand.
You are not welcome here. I'm sorry, but your money, that's my money, okay? Build your country.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The guy was going, we pay to be here. We can stay here for as long as we want. We can scream as loud as we want. You're in a residential city, you are on some private road, you have no respect for the locals, you've got no respect for us who've been woken up by this, basically. It actually made me feel embarrassed to be a tourist, because now that's what they think all tourists are going to be like.
Is it just me, or have I been seeing way too many videos lately of foreigners straight up disrespecting Thailand? From this lady screaming, my money built your country because she got asked to take her shoes off, to people blasting speakers at full volume on the BTS Skytrain for a TikTok video, and then this one claiming that Thai people are rude, and should speak to her only in English. Listen, this country opens its doors to us, and Thai people are some of the most welcoming and kind-hearted people I've ever met. And if you're kind and respectful to them, they will show it back to you 100 times more.
Now, I've done my fair share of...
That dude had some of the nicest eyebrows I've ever seen. Some of the nicest eyebrows I've ever seen. Well, and from what I've learned of other cultures, I believe it's in Japan. Let me just look this up. Japan etiquette. Like, have you ever noticed that like Japanese people have a lot of etiquette? And the main reason is because I think the first few years of a kid's life they go through like etiquette training. Japanese etiquette emphasizes respect, quietness in public, and cleanliness, with key practices including removing shoes indoors, no tipping, being quiet on public transport, not eating or talking on phones while walking, riding trains, using provided trays for money, and proper chopstick etiquette. Nobody's taught this. We have a lack of etiquette in this country. Americans aren't taught any of this stuff. I didn't learn how to hold a fork until I got bullied at school. Nobody taught me. So that's the thing with baby Nichs is I'm like, I want to put her in etiquette school so she knows how to act. She knows how to act in public. She knows how to have, because Cass is really good. Like, we'll go out to a restaurant and you would think Cass was with a billionaire because Cass will sit there. She's all like upright. She looks so pretty and elegant. And I'm like, I'm over there just kind of slouched over. I'm poor boy from the sticks, It's just, wrong one. I'm a poor boy from the sticks, It's just how I am, really. But, Cass is a good old country girl, but she can sit at a restaurant and look so eloquent and elegant. And people are like, whoa, because she's practiced it. And she's really polite. And the one thing about Cass, her superpower is being considerate. Like when we go out, I'm pretty inconsiderate sometimes. I'll like kind of do my own thing. Because I got tunnel vision on, I got to protect Cass. I got to worry about her. I got to worry about baby Nichs. I got to worry about Lowen. But she's more worried about like, let's be considerate of other people's spaces. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I need to be better about that. But maybe it's because I'm a man that I don't notice this stuff. Or maybe I could just be better about it. You know what I mean? Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Okay, free. Sit. Shake. Good boy. Wait. Free. Good boy, go to your... See, I don't even got to tell him to go to his place. He's just going to go to his place. He's going to eat that in T-2 seconds. But yeah, we got a problem in this country of people just not being considerate at all.
I'm sorry, when did it become a social norm to like take up the entire fucking sidewalk with a group of your friends, and then when I try to walk by you and you're just like blocking everywhere and I go, hey guys, sorry, I'm just gonna squeeze on by, I look like the asshole? When did that become a thing?
Okay. Do you think, King? Oh, folded like a pretzel. Did you see that chick? She just went. She didn't do anything. But the thing is so many people are taught to just stay in their lane now. This poor guy, he got folded. The caption says on the side, this guy did end up okay. Oof. Toddler approaches a busy road as a mother makes a reel. Internet slams woman for risking child's life. Bro, the kid has to be more careful. Look at the camera. It's like, good Lord. You got a toddler about to get hit by a car. We've seen this clip. Filming it the whole time. First thing she does, grab her phone. It's wild to me. It's wild to me. This guy, by the way, his name's Jordan Kang. He, I just stumbled upon his videos and I thought this one was pretty good.
Why that's happening. Firstly, let's talk about this clip. It went viral recently, showing a guy shouting Nazi salutes in the middle of a psych college class. And when no one reacts and he leaves, he storms back in, yelling slurs at everyone. Now, as insane as that is, what was more surprising was how everyone reacted. The whole class got up and marched after him. It was like a scene from the Avengers facing off against Thanos. Or I guess, in this case, the red mask would be a more apt description. Anyway, in just a few minutes, he was put into handcuffs and he's now facing charges. Rightfully so. Now, obviously, this is an extreme example, but it brings up the bigger question. How did this guy end up thinking that this was an okay thing to do?
Because these people are keyboard warriors, bro. The internet gives like so many people that are typically powerless so much power because they can find a community of people that agree with everything that they say. That's why it's like building an audience. Like some of you guys hit me up, it's like, I want to start a channel. I want to, I want to do this. Like, it's not always what you stand for that helps that makes people want to be on your side. Sometimes it's what you stand against. And I stand against a lot of things when it comes to the modernity of dating and modern women and things like that, and the absolute ridiculous standards that they have. Those are the things I stand against. And some of the modern things that women demand of men, those are the things I stand against. And that's where I think I built my foundation of my channel. But, some people don't stand against anything. Or if you ever feel like you should try to make everyone happy, don't do content creation.
We can't get in it. All right. You guys just all walk backwards while people are walking fucking forward.
Oh, that's always good. Oh, you're gonna hit her after your dog bit her. Are you serious? Wow, bro. Wow, this is unreal. People really just be living in their own worlds thinking that nothing else matters, bro. Nothing else matters.
Back down, even if you tell them to stop. They take the whole sidewalk and call you rude for barging past them, and they refuse to leash their dog because my dog's friendly. These people aren't clueless. They know what they're doing. They just don't care. It's a lack of empathy. Just jumping off the...
It's great to be a part of an online community that shares your interest. Oh my God.
One after another.
That's why the internet can be such a, it was supposed to be, at least in my opinion, in chat, put on one in the chat if you agree. I think social media was supposed to really bring us together. But in a weird way, it seems like it's divided us even more because it's isolated us to where we don't want to talk in person, which is scary to me, which is why part of my 2026 New Year's resolution is getting out there in the community and talking to more people. There's like an entrepreneur meetup that happens in Abilene that I think they started a couple months ago. I'm going to start going to that and like meeting with these people, talking to these people, and trying to be more of a pillar in the community. We got a very special announcement on this stream, so I want everybody to wish a nice happy birthday to Jeff. Happy birthday, Jeff. Keep doing you, brother. You're a great dad, great husband. Keep grinding. Everybody sees the hard work, man. Your wife sees it. We all see it. Keep doing your thing, brother. You're doing great. Take it day by day, but you're doing it, man. You're doing it right. And just always remember, sometimes being a good dad and being a good husband is a thankless job. It really is. Sometimes people forget to say thanks, and that's okay. The thanks that you have is the impact that you're having on your family. Is your wife happy? Are your kids taken care of? Everybody got a full belly, a roof over their head? Does everybody feel taken care of? Are you making them feel safe? There's your thanks right there. But happy birthday, Jeff. Hope you have a good one, brother. What is this about?
8-month-old to stop screaming because he has sensitive ears. I know it's loud, but he's an adult. He can leave, and he chooses not to leave. He's choosing me to tell me to take my baby out because he has sensitive ears. To chastise me or to.
Well, here's the thing. I have a baby. We go out in public. If baby Nichs was acting like that, you know what would happen? Cass would probably pick her up, try to console her, and put a binky in her mouth. That's what we would do.
No, you're disrespectful. You're entitled, and you're being privileged right now because there was nothing in this world that made you feel like you can come say that to me about my child, and then you're upset that I'm reacting. I'm reacting to your response.
Tourists attack lifeguards in Thailand over beach safety rules. These tourists got a $200,000 fine. $6,000. That's a lot. $6,000? They ignored the warning, spat at the guards, and started a fight. Oh my, wow. See, this I'm not too mad at. I mean, as annoying as it is, I'm not too mad at it. What is this? Immature girl screams at Dallas Laffy concert?
Now, I've already...
Oh my God. Why? Dude, I've seen these subway videos. What is New York even about? What, like this stuff right here? What is going on? Just all up in people's putting your butt in people's faces. This dude is 300 pounds all day dancing in here. What, was he hoping for a tip? The bigger question is, are these people actually working? I can't imagine they have jobs and won't end up in prison eventually, even if they don't learn to control their behavior. Eventually, society will teach them and shut them out of a polite society. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like I said, I think it's just parents failing kids, parents not having the time to instill etiquette with their children. That's a big problem, at least for me, that I see in everyday life when I walk around.
He went viral, gained a huge following, causing public disruptions, and whatever this is.
Nobody. Look at this fucking shit.
Oh my God, an update.
I'm on house arrest.
He was on house arrest?
Yeah, dude, I think that should be what it is. You want to act like a fool, dude, you should be on house arrest. What is this next clip?
In some cases, you'll be escorted out. Like this Chinese woman.
Instant karma, woman at Shanghai Masters kept on disrupting the match and then started showing off her
At
EU
the Shanghai
passport.
Masters, where she kept screaming and caused disruptions in the matches that she eventually had to be dragged and pulled out of the arena like a child.
Go away! Go away! Shut up! Shut up!
Bro, somebody forgot their lorazepam, I guess. Somebody forgot their medications. What is this? I believe he was drunk. Don't excuse the behavior, though. Plane made emergency landing to keep this guy off. Oh my God. These people. This is a grown man, bro.
I'm coming. You fucked up.
You dirty
This
copper.
Ryanair passenger.
That's crazy, bro. These are grown people, man. This is why I think the IRL streaming stuff is getting so dangerous. Like guys like this.
Hey, but it's okay. Che, date quieto ya, Dios. Habla un poco, tío. Hey, stop, bro. Don't touch me, bro.
This clip went viral because everyone felt so sorry for the old elderly Japanese man who had to deal with this loud foreigner on the subway, sitting in the wrong seat, talking loudly, recording, breaking all of Japanese etiquette pretty much. But that wasn't the whole truth. Turns out the Japanese man got physical first.
Lejos aquí y dice, it's okay. Ah, no. What did you do?
I mean, I'm a firm believer of defending yourself, dude. Yeah, see, he wants to put his hands on him, bro.
He went up to him, gave the foreigner a big slap on the chest, and then went back down. And then he got shoved for it. So
yeah, I mean, karma, bro. Me, when literally anyone asks me a question.
Why are you being so intrusive? That's a rude question. It's none of your business.
How much did you pay for your first house?
Who the hell are you? And why are you being so intrusive? That's a rude question. It's none of your business. I don't know you.
I paid $12 and a pack of gum.
Seems like a simple question.
Nope, none of your business. You're a stranger. Go away.
I mean, she just...
Nope, you're a... Go away. That's funny, dude. These street interviews are so popular right now, though. Like, everybody's doing these street interviews and walking up and asking these questions, though.
Seen any change.
So once you're a narcissist, that's it.
Yeah, you're kind of in a club, and the difficulty is that it's what we call a rubber band theory. Okay, so if you can stretch a rubber band and it can become quite long, start at this big and get it this big, but if I let go, that thing's popping back. So the way the heartbreak of narcissism is that you can actually train this person to be a little bit more empathic, to not be so jerky and not be so entitled and actually listen to other people. Here's the but. As soon as there's some stress in the system, the workday doesn't go the way they want. They didn't get the raise they hoped for. Their friend buys a bigger house than them. Their kids are behaving badly. They're just simply getting older. Like life isn't going the way they want. They blow again. The rubber band goes right back.
So if we can't change narcissists,
well, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I'm not a therapist or anything like that, or a sociologist or anything like that, or a psychiatrist or anything like that, but I think the self-diagnosis of narcissism, especially amongst modern women, is laughable.
He was a narcissist. He was just so selfish and a narcissist.
It's crazy that 95% of modern women have been with narcissists. Isn't that crazy, Chad? But I think if we wanted to fix this, here's what we should do. Kids at an early age have to be taught etiquette, how to act in public, how to treat others. At least for me, when I was being raised up, it was always, if they're an elder, you treat them with respect. That's what it always was. There was no question about that. It doesn't matter if they're 2 years older than you, 5 years older than you, or 50 years older than you. You treat them with respect. Those days are dead and gone. Kids don't care anymore. Kids could care less. Oh, you're 30 years older? I don't care. I see kids now that are like 6 to 10, like their parents are talking to them. They're not saying yes sir, no sir. They're just saying yeah, no, whatever. Like talking back at that age, I'm like, it's crazy. When I was young like that, if I didn't say yes sir or no sir, I got popped. You got this right here. You got that behind the head little knock. Y'all ever had that one? Y'all know what that one is. That oh, it's like a little soft reset for a kid. Just oh, you know. You kind of get your bearings about you. It does a little soft reset, a little soft reboot. Oh, okay, that's right. I mean, yes, sir. You know, I just maybe it's a Texas thing. Maybe it's a living in the South thing where people say yes, sir, no, sir more often than not. But I don't know. It's weird. Like kids aren't respectful anymore. There's no etiquette. And so for Cass and I, one thing we really want to instill with baby Nichs is like we want her to have a lot of etiquette. We want her to know how to act in public. We want her, you know, to know that there's a certain way you need to move and shake when you're out and about. Because if you don't teach them that at an early age, it's really hard to learn that. It's like adopting a dog when they're 5 years old and trying to teach them a bunch of tricks and go to your place and sit. Like they're not gonna vibe and jive with that. It's not gonna work. It's like a pregnant woman on welfare. It just doesn't work. You gotta know when to do it early. Or you got to have a kid that wants to do it at a certain age and wants to learn. So for me, I wanted to learn. I was raised up so poor that one of the allures of life was learning how to act like I was rich. Fake it till you make it, right? I always knew deep down, I was like, one day I will have enough money where I can afford to go out on a vacation. But right now I can't. You know how many family vacations I went on from the ages of birth to 18? I think it was around 2. Went to Destin Beach with my grandparents one time when I was 6, and then I went to Florida again when I was like 14 with my mom and stepdad. The rest of the vacations I went with friends. I went to the Philippines when I was 14 with my best friend at the time. He was Filipino. We went for a whole month. I went to Cabo with a friend. I'm trying to think of some other ones. But yeah, dude, I didn't go on a lot of vacations. Kids during the summer that I like, some of the ones that I knew. One of my best friend at the time, his dad was a surgeon, and they went on 3-4 vacations a year. I wasn't going on 3-4 vacations a year. I was staying at home. You know what I was doing during the summer? Working. I was at Kroger bagging groceries, bro. I was at Kroger's bagging groceries, man. Oh, sorry, chat. But that's just what it was. We didn't have money to go do that stuff. We didn't have a bunch of expendable income. You know, I was shopping at Ross when it came to school time when I got a little bit older. But in the early days, you know, I was going to Goodwill. My mom said, hey, you got $20. We can go to Walmart. We can go to Ross. We can go to Goodwill, wherever you want to go. And I was like, give me the $20. I'll go to Goodwill. I'll get, 4 or 5 shirts. I've already got some jeans from Old Navy. I've already got some shirts or some jeans. I'll go get some shirts. And then I'll have my grandmother. This was the cheat code. This is what I did. I would go to Goodwill, buy name brand like Polo or like Lacoste or, Ralph Lauren, whatever it was, like nicer tops, or whether it be Zara or something like that were too big. Maybe they were XLs. I'd get any size I could as long as it was name brand. I would take them to my grandmother and I would say, hey, Grandma, can you fit this to me? And she would go and she would fit it for me. So I would have these designer things on, but it was because I bought them from Goodwill, washed them, and took them to my grandmother, and she fit them up. I would do the same thing with pants. And then I made my mom and grandma, I was like, I want a sewing machine. I made my grandmother teach me how to sew. And then they bought me a sewing machine. And I still know how to sew to this day. It's a great skill. If you ever have something that's too baggy, go sew it up. It's cheaper to sew it up than to try to buy something name brand that's your size. But dude, that's why thrifting, like I was thrifting before thrifting was thrifting. People now go thrifting and go to buy stuff at Goodwill and things like that, and then they go fix it up, or what do they call it? Upcycle it instead of recycle. They upcycle it. They make it better, or they fit it to themselves, or they'll take an old bed sheet and make it into clothes and things like that. Like I was doing that before. I remember buying just a slab of material. What would you call it? Like linen or something like that, and then like trying to make a shirt out of it. My first shirt was terrible though. It looked like I was like a Peter Pan cosplay. It was like a green shirt. It was like a scoop neck. It looked so, because I didn't know how to make the cuffs on the collars and the actual, I had no idea. So it was just like a raw shirt. It looked so bad, but I rocked it, bro. I rocked it. I really enjoyed it. Ain't that right, Lokes? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Let me know if you want me to do more of these. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.